I am the founder of Rickinism. Okay, so these bullies, the psychological reasons that people bully other people is because some people, they feel better about themselves, you know? You say, oh, that girl, she's really ugly. That person who said it feels like, ooh, you know, she's ugly, yeah? You know, I look better than she does. And they start thinking, ooh, like, hey, I'm better than them, even though they're not. It's just, it makes them feel better. So if people just start saying, oh, she's ugly or he's ugly, oh, I would never want to date him. Don't take it personally. Girls and guys, if you are called ugly, say, oh, you know what, I don't need to be their friend. I don't care. They're just trying to make themselves feel better. And they do feel better when they say that. So don't give them the advantage to really, you know, think bad of yourself. Like, oh, you're saying I'm ugly. Wow. Oh, no one's going to want to marry me. No one's going to want to be my friend. Don't act like that. You know, just say they're stupid. They want to feel better about themselves. I mean, don't say they're stupid. Just say, you know, they want to feel better about themselves. It's them. They feel better when they say it. So you know what? If they want to say it, let them say it. I'm not their friend. I don't care. And I know it's easier said than done, but just try it. It feels so much better because in the end, you feel better. You're like, wow, you know, they're only saying that because it makes them feel better. And some people don't even realize that's the reason why they do it. And that is the psychological reason why they do it. That is the absolute psychological reason. So also, let's say you're a nerdy kind of person. You know, some people are just like, oh, I don't date nerds. He's too smart for me. Or, ugh, that geek. Who would want to date him? Don't take it personally, because if they don't know what they're missing out on. They really don't. They're stereotyping. They don't really get to know you. And say good riddance, you know. Hey, if they don't like me, I don't need to be their friend. I'm awesome. So then you feel better about yourself because you're not putting anyone down. You're just saying, look, if that's how they're going to be, if they're just saying this because they're stereotyping you or they're feeling better about themselves, then I'm the winner in this scenario. Just think of it that way. Do not let people get the best of you. And let's say this goes on and on and on. And you don't take my advice and shrug it off and realize, hey, they're just doing this to make themselves feel better. And it persists. And you start feeling really terrible. And you're just scared to go to school or scared to go to work. Or you don't want to see them and you start avoiding them. You need to tell someone. And let's say you're like, I don't want to tell anyone, it's so embarrassing. Or, see, I don't want to pull them into this. I don't want to be a tattletale. That's not being a tattletale. Like, let's say someone's bullying you at school. You need to tell someone. And personally, if someone was bullying me at school, I wouldn't just go to the guidance counselor and be like, yeah, so-and-so is bullying me. You know, can you do something about it? Because they're not going to be there all the time. You can tell them and they can try and get it resolved. And sometimes, you know, it works and most people stay away from you. But if you really, really want to feel better about this and you want bullying to stop, confront them. And I'm not saying get in a fight. Now, if they're the physical kind of bullying and they're not bullying you with words and they start hitting you, or they physically harm you, that absolutely you need to tell an adult. You need to tell an adult. If it's with words, you know, that's something where you need to confront them. And if they haven't hit you, and say, look, it's not nice that you're doing this. And if they start being mean to you, be like, okay, well, you know what? I don't like you. If you want to say this to feel better about yourself and have a higher self-esteem, go ahead. It doesn't bother me. And walk away and just shrug it off. You know, move on with your life. There's so much to look forward to. There's so much to do in life that's so great. But if they're hitting you and they're picking a fight with you and they're just physically harming you, you need to tell an adult. You need to go see your guidance counselor and tell them, because physical bullying is very serious. So is...
We're going.
Okay, so is like bullying someone with words, but if they're physically harming you, you can't just say, I don't know if I should tell someone. You should tell someone. You know deep in your heart that you need to let an adult know. Because if it goes on, it's just going to get worse and worse for you. And they can do something about it. The principal can suspend them. But let's say it's not in school. You still need to let an adult know. They cannot harm you. And it's also considered assault. So if they keep harming you, they can go to juvenile detention centers. It is assault. And let's say you're an adult, it's still assault. They can go to prison. They can get prosecuted. So there is always a solution. This is not a